Nepal and China have issued a joint statement today during Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal's ongoing visit to China, saying that the northern neighbor will reopen trade transit points between the two countries, intensify feasibility study of the Toka-Khahare tunnelway, and start the second stage of ring road expansion works in Kathmandu. Good morning, I'm Abheudaya Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. Nepal and China issue a joint statement informing agreement reached to reopen trade transit points between the two nations. China to also intensify feasibility study of the Toka-Khahare tunnelway. Political parties making preparations to add a parliamentary committee to arrange share. Leadership of two committees, including the Parliamentary Hearing Committee, undecided even after a lapse of 9 months. Technical glitches observed in India's Chandrayaan-3 loses contact with Pragyan and Vikram rovers. Indian Space Research Organization hopes the batteries will recharge and reawaken the modules. And Colombian football club Tigres FC president Edgar Pez shot dead following his team's home defeat. Two men on motorbikes shoot him near the stadium. China has agreed to intensify feasibility study of the Toka-Khahare tunnelway. The information on the agreement was informed by issuing a joint statement by Nepal and China today during Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal's ongoing visit to China. Likewise, the joint statement also mentions that Kathmandu's second stage ring road expansion works will also be implemented soon. The two countries have also expressed satisfaction in the progress made regarding the feasibility study of the Jolong-Kerung-Kathmandu railway. China has assured of providing training to manpower required for the operation of trains in Nepal. The joint statement also mentions that Nepal and China have also agreed to reopen trade transit points between the two nations. The joint statement also says that bilateral talks will continue to open the Chetang, Kima Nangtaka and Ribu Olang Chungola harbors. Likewise, discussions have been held between the two countries on implementing the previous agreements reached regarding expansion of highways. It is also mentioned in the joint statement that Nepal will gift a pair of rhinos to China. As political parties are making preparations to add a joint committee at the federal parliament, selection of leaderships in two joint committees have been delayed. There has been delay in choosing the leaderships for the federal parliament's Parliamentary Hearing Committee and Directive of Principle of the State Policy Committee. It has been almost 9 months since the Parliament session started. However, the meeting of the Directive of Principle of the State Policy Committee has not even been held once. Currently, there are 10 committees under the House of Representatives, 4 under the National Assembly, and 2 joint committees. While deciding on the leaderships for the 10 thematic committees, the political parties had agreed to add a joint committee related to the implementation of federalism to complete the sharing among the parties. Agreement was reached to decide on the leaderships of the 3 joint committees at the same time. However, the parties have failed to even prepare the draft of the work procedure for the joint committee related to the implementation of federalism. Although the parties have urged the Parliamentary Secretariat verbally to prepare the draft, they haven't officially registered a request. The Parliamentary Secretariat has been saying that the monthly expense to operate a Parliament's committee will be around 2.5 million rupees. The National Dalit Commission has recommended the government a list of more than 1,000 surnames for listing. After being recognized as a constitutional commission by the Constitution of Nepal 2015, the Dalit Commission has furnished the details for listing for the first time after a large-scale study. Prior to this, the Dalit Commission, formed back in 2001, had submitted a list of limited surnames to the government. Dalit campaigners have shared their grievances on being denied services, facilities, and social security ensured by the Constitution in the absence of their surnames being included in the list of surnames of Dalit communities. Because of the limited surnames, members of the Dalit community were previously compelled to change their surnames to receive such services and facilities. 16 people were injured in a bus accident in Dang's Amelia this morning. Among those injured, one person is in critical condition. The district police office Dang informed that the bus met with the accident at Shivakola in Lammahi Municipality 9 along the east-west highway. According to DSP at the district police office Dang, Janak Bahadur Malla, the bus carrying 45 passengers met with the accident after hitting the culvert this morning. Among those injured, 10 are receiving treatment in Kohalpur Banke and 6 have been sent to Lammahi Hospital for treatment. The district police office Dhading has arrested a person who was on the run after killing his girlfriend 6 years ago. The police arrested Arun Kumar Major, who is alleged of killing his girlfriend Lalita Kumari Ram on September 28, 2017 in Andheri Khola of Dhading's Dhunubeshi municipality. The Department of Commerce, Supplies and Consumer Protection sealed a sugar warehouse in the capital's Kuleshwar yesterday for operating black market. The sealed Guheshwari Trade Link Private Limited had hidden 70,000 kilograms of sugar. The department believes the warehouse had stored a large amount of sugar to sell it at a higher price during the nearing festivities. A joint monitoring carried out by the District Administration Office Kathmandu, Nepal Bureau of Standards and Meteorology Department and Department of Commerce recovered the hidden sugar. It has been understood that the sugar had been stored in an improper manner and did not even have labels on them. Authorities say they have also retrieved bills that prove the company had sold 2.7 million kilograms of sugar in the past 2 months. A sample of the sugar retrieved from the warehouse has been sent for quality tests over suspicion of adulteration. The monitoring was carried out following a complaint that the company had been buying sugar at cheap price and selling it at exorbitant rates. Price for sugar 2 weeks ago stood at 110 rupees per kilogram. Now consumers are having to pay up to 140 rupees per kilogram. In our public voice segment, we had asked people in several provinces what should be done to avoid controversies during the appointment of justices and ensure the judiciary is independent. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
सरकारले जुन क्राइटेरिया बनाएको छ पास भएर आउनु पर्यो र स्वच्छ छविका निष्पक्ष कुनै दाग धब्बा नलागेको हुनु पर्यो
राजनीतिक पहुँच पुगेकाहरूले मात्रै त्यो अवसर पाउने अवस्था छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ टोटल्ली बन्द गरेर एउटा वकालत गरेको अनुभव भएको यस्ता व्यक्तिहरूलाई चाहिँ नियुक्ति गर्नुपर्छ
नेताको ह्यान्डलमा चल्ने चीज हुनु भएन
जसलाई पनि सिलेक्ट गर्नु भएन
लोकसेवा आयोगको जुन जाँच दिने प्रक्रिया हुन्छ त्यसलाई नै संशोधन गरेर जानुपर्ने अवस्था छ
मान्छेहरुको कुरा बुझ्ने हैन अनि यस्तो क्राइम केसेसहरुलाई कम गर्ने
राजनीतिक हस्तक्षेप चाहिँ गर्नु हुँदैन भन्ने न्यायालयमा चाहिँ
व्यक्तिको शासनको ठाउँमा विधिको शासन बनाउनु नै लोकतन्त्रको प्राय हो र न्यायपालिकालाई स्वच्छ र गरिमामय बनाउने हो
न्यायालय जस्तो ठाउँमा पार्टीको हस्तक्षेपले गर्दा आज यो अवस्था आएको छ
क्षमता योग्यतालाई आधार मानेर त्यसलाई नियुक्ति गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ
न्याय परिषदको संरचना फेरिनुपर्छ जसले गर्दा राजनीति घुस्न नपाओस्
न्यायाधीश नियुक्तिमा राजनीतिक भागभण्डा अन्त्य हुनु पर्यो
छुट्टै संयन्त्र चाहिन्छ जसले चाहिँ निष्पक्ष रूपमा न्यायाधीशहरूको परीक्षा लियोस् मर्यादित बनाओस् त्यो संस्थाको आवश्यक छ
जुन व्यक्तिहरूले न्यायाधीश नियुक्ति गर्नुहुन्छ उहाँको चाहिँ सबैभन्दा पहिला आफ्नो हृदय सफा हुनुपर्छ
घुसपेठ नलागिकन सही किसिमको निर्णय गर्नेलाई चाहिँ न्यायाधीश छान्नु पर्यो
ज्येष्ठता श्रेष्ठताका आधारमा प्रमोसन प्रक्रियालाई व्यवस्थित गरिनुपर्छ
जिल्ला न्यायाधीशबाट र न्याय सेवाका क्याडरहरूबाट नै सर्वोच्च अदालत र उच्च अदालतका न्यायाधीशहरू नियुक्ति गर्ने हो भने स्वतन्त्र न्यायपालिकाको मर्म अनुसार काम हुन सक्छ
It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question. What should be done to manage the juvenile centers? Your options are A, organizational improvement, B, appropriate counseling, and C, regular monitoring. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And it's time now for the international update. Space scientists from India have said chances of India's moon lander waking up after a freezing cold lunar night are dimming with each passing hour. But they said that they would keep trying until the end of the lunar day. a day and night on the moon each last just over 14 Earth days. Last Friday, Space Agency Indian Space Research Organization ISRO said it was trying to contact the lander and rover after a new lunar day began, but had not received any signals. The lander, called Vikram, carrying the Pragyan rover in its belly, touched down near the moon's little explored South Pole in August last month. They spent 2 weeks gathering data and images, after which they were put into sleep mode at lunar nightfall. The Indian Space Research Organization had said that it hoped the batteries would recharge and the modules would reawaken when the lunar sun rose. Yesterday morning, former ISRO Chief A.S. Kiran Kumar said that chances of reawakening are dimming with each passing hour. An ISRO spokesman added that efforts to contact the lander and rover were continuing. India made history with its Chandrayaan-3 mission when it became the first country to successfully land a spacecraft near the lunar South Pole. It also joined an elite club of countries to achieve a soft landing on the moon after the US, the former Soviet Union, and China. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.